Well, howdy doody, it's time for an epic mail time opening. Stick around, this is Joe R. Vintage Pokemon. Alright, so welcome back everybody, Joe R. Vintage Pokemon here, and we've got another really epic mail time opening for you guys. We've got actually quite a pile of cards to take a look at today, and ooh, you can see we've got a nice PSA card there. Get rid of the box. Gotta love that. Thud of that box on that floor. So, let's see. Still rare card right here. Paper. Get rid of that. I'll open it on up. So this particular order is from somebody that I've purchased from previously. I actually bought 2 Neo Revelation cards from them last time. And they had this card, and I couldn't really afford to grab it the previous time that I had talked with them. And worked out a deal this time now that I've gathered up some more funds to make this purchase. And I'm very excited to have this added into my collection. You can see here in the background, by the way, I've got a first edition empty jungle box. And I'm actually selling that right now, so we'll see what that sells for. Boxes have really started to go up in price. They now go for, if they're in really nice shape, like $150. This particular box, though, it has a sticker on the front, so that's gonna obviously hurt its value. Get on up there, Pidgeotto. Need you up there watching over things. So, starting things off, before we take a look at the card that he's so kindly sold to us from Neo Revelations again, we have some more non-holo cards that I needed for my collection that we decided to pick on up. First one on the list, we have this Moltres from the Fossil set. First edition rare Moltres. Needed this for my collection, so I'm really happy to have that added on in there. So thank you for that. You know that's a beautiful card. We're just going to sit that on up there. There we go. Next up, we have a couple really cheap cards for the most part, but still first edition. We have a Voltorb from the Team Rocket set, a Drowsy from the Team Rocket set, Slowpoke from the Team Rocket set, Zubat from, you guessed it, the Team Rocket set, and this full heal energy card from the Team Rocket set. Really interesting sort of thought that goes into this. I mean, you get the full heal and the energy at the same time. That's actually a pretty good swing, if you ask me. And we've got this Butterfree, and this is actually from the Legendary Collection set, which came after the Neo sets. And this is where they made Butterfree a rare card. You can see he's got actually a star there in the corner instead of the usual diamond that he had in the Jungle set. And we've got a Neato King, again, from the Legendary Collection. And this was a rare card, a rare non-holo. And there's a lot of rare non-holos in that set. And then we've got 2 cards from Gym Heroes, I believe. We've got Misty's Wrath and Pokemon... I'm sorry, Pewter City Gym. So we've got those two cards in particular. But we're not done yet. We actually have a lot more still to get through today. So we're going to push that off to the side. And we're going to take a look at this card right here, which is a Houndoom PSA 9 from Neo Revelations. And this is a gorgeous card. I think there's even a swirl in there. You can see there's a little bit of scratching on the case itself, or maybe that's the card. It might be a factory line on the card. But aside from that, it is absolutely gorgeous. And the backside is clean as a whistle. There is nothing on the backside here. You can take a look around. And I love PSA 9 cards because they are basically pack fresh cards, and they're just missing that teensy little bit that would give them the PSA 10, but I'm okay with that because it's still mint condition. So beautiful card. I really wish I could have the holo bleed of this card in first edition, but I mean, this will have to do for our current collection goals. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, because we have something else coming up in just a moment. You guys hold on to that for me, okay? You just watch it. So what else do we possibly have coming at you? Well, I've got, first off, these 3 beauties, which I found just sitting in my bulk. And it's amazing sometimes when you have a lot of cards, you sometimes forget what you've got. And Pikachus of any variety from the Wizards of the Coast era are really doing well right now. They're hot, and these three in particular are basically flawless gem mint condition. So I was super stoked to find them. I think it's a gorgeous card from Gym Challenge. And there's another Pikachu, another Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu, a second version. This one is probably my favorite art-wise because Pikachu is running mid-sunset under some trees, and I think it's a beautiful card. So we've got that, and that's worthy of getting in the background over there. Hold on to that for me, Gengar. We've got this Pikachu here. We've got some cards to take a look at. This I now picked up from a buddy of mine who I sent some cards off to get graded, and literally as soon as his cards got to the Ludkin's facility, PSA shut down, as many of you guys already know. And this video is coming out way after that fact, so maybe PSA is open by the time this airs, but he kind of got screwed there. But while we were with him, he gave us a couple cards for free, and he also sold me some as well. This is one of the cards that he gave me for free, and it was a first edition Pikachu from Neo Genesis. So that's a gorgeous card to have added into our collection, and I've already got it, but I mean, you're never going to turn down mint condition Pikachus from Wizards of the Coast era. It's just not good business. So we've also got this Lieutenant Surge's Eevee, which is another beautiful card from Gym Challenge, and I kind of saw this in his binder, and I picked it out, and I was like, oh man, Eevee is awesome. And again, mint condition, that's the way we like it. And we've got an Aerodactyl. I already had this card, but it's kind of lightly played, and this card was mint, so I asked him if I could have it, and he agreed. And that's an Aerodactyl non-holo from Neo Revelations. Then we've got Togepi from Neo Genesis. We've got a Gym Challenge Blaine's Ninetales, which is a good pickup. And now we get into some holographic cards. We have an Azumarill, and you can see, there's a couple surface scratches here from being stored in a binder, because that's what he had all of his cards in, were just binders over the years. I mean, it's still a gorgeous card. I mean, look at that holo pattern. Wow. But it has those surface scratches, so it's probably going to get docked at least to a 9, probably an 8. The backside is really clean on these cards, though. You can see there is not much in the way of any edge whitening. So the edges and corners are really sharp. It's really just from keeping this in a 3-ring binder all these years that is knocking it down, unfortunately. We've got this Neato King from Gym Challenge, the second card to ever have 120 HP, I believe. So a really cool card there. Not first edition, but still really nice. And then we've got a base set unlimited Venusaur card, and this is about lightly played condition. The backside does have some edge wear on it, but we're still happy with that pickup. And for all the holos that you see here, I think he gave them to us for $80. So an exceptional deal. You can see there's those classic factory lines on Slowking there. But again, just like the Azumarill, it just pops like nobody's business with the holo pattern. I mean, so much of it is there. It's a beautiful card. We have got a Blastoise Unlimited, and you could see it coming. We've got Big Daddy Typhlosion T17 Unlimited, and that's a really sweet card to score. I really actually need T18, Typhlosion number 18, so it's funny, I've got 2 of these now. I'm still missing Typhlosion 18 from my binder set, but we're working our way there, working our way up the ladder. And this is a near mint copy. At the very least, it's going to grade a 7 or 8 all day. I would predict it to get probably an 8, because again, factory lines on the front of the card, or just scratches in general. You can see some of them. If I freeze the card right about there, you can see some scratches over here on the right-hand side. And we've got an Ancient Mew that is still sealed. And these cards are so hard to grade because you breathe on them the wrong way, and they're gonna grade low. So I'm hoping this card's in super good shape. Obviously, I don't want to get graded being sealed because the cellophane wrap is all bent and mangled from being in a binder, but we'll take it out and we'll sleeve it up. And last but certainly not least is another Houndoom card, but this one is the unlimited version. But I want to show you guys, check this out. Here is the first edition copy, and here is the unlimited copy on the left. and you should be able to notice a really cool difference between the two, and that's that the Unlimited is the Hollow Bleed variant, because that hollow pattern extends all the way through to the base of the card, whereas this one is really limited just to the silver area that is the sky on the Houndoom. So we've got ourselves an unlimited Houndoom with a gorgeous swirl, by the way, and it's the Hollow Bleed, which is just sick. And this card is going to score a PSA 8 all day long. I think it's suffering from some minor surface scratching from being in a binder for the last, I guess you'd say, 19 years. But the backside, very, very clean. Corners are nice and sharp. Little white dot there in the top left that you can see. But I think this is going to grade an PSA 8 all day long, and I can now add it to my collection of Hollow Bleed cards, including the Ho-Ho, Crobat. I've got the Misdreavus. I think one of the big ones I'd really love to get that I'm still missing is the Celebi. We'll just see if that ever pops up for me, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. I love the fact that I've got a bunch of these, though, now in my possession, the Hollow Bleeds from Neo Revelations, and they're definitely worth a little more than just the regular non-Hollow Bleed variant. So definitely got to sleeve these up. It goes to show you the kind of mindset that my buddy was in, because he gave me these cards, he sold them to me. He didn't even have sleeves for them. They were just kind of laying about. So it goes to show you just the mindset. He knew that they were worth something. He said, you know, I want to get these graded. Let me know if you think any of these are worthwhile getting graded. And we took out a bunch of first edition ones for him to grade, and these are the ones that he sold me on the side, and I'm really happy with them. So really cool stuff. Anyway, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to this kind of content. All we do is take a look at vintage Pokemon cards all the time, like this and that and that and this. So stick around, and we'll do more of that in the future. This is Joe R, Vintage Pokemon, signing out.